Well, I'm back, and I've just been test fitting these bits, so that's going to come back off. Now, I did this off camera because I had a bit of trouble fitting them in, so I had to do a bit of shaving of the attachment points, 2 points on each side, and then I had to clamp them overnight as well to get them in, and basically it's come out right. And you can see I've done all the hand painting inside, and I'm going to put the decal on later on, but I don't have to paint that because this goes over. And once I spray this bit here, it'll be covered. But you can see it's a nice fit, that bit is now, and the back is a tight fit, so I've got to come back out with it, and you've got to pull that in then to get that to glue when I do it, so that's okay. So we're doing, I'll do that. You can see all the woodwork I did, and I would have done that all separately originally, but to be honest, when I look at it, you're not going to see much. But I've given it the seat a little bit of dirt effect by having the grey and just lightly washing over the colour, so you've got a bit of stain on the seat anyway, and I'm going to put a bit of wash in there before I button it up. The turret's been sprayed, as you know. It does fit quite comfortably on there, so if I put this in there, yep, is it that way? Yeah, it is that way. There you go, it does go, and that is the front. So, but it's a tight fit, and I might shave a little bit off this so it spins around a bit easier, so that might be okay. So we're getting there, and I think this bit fits under there quite nicely as well, like I said. But you've got to have the back bit on there first. But I think we're going to have a look at the instruction. And you can see it's because it's thin sprays, but I can spray underneath that anyway. So that's as far as I've got so far. These bits fit quite nice. So I've got the steering wheel obviously ready to spray just there, you can see, and I have took I can't remember, I'm sorry, I'm going to find out. And someone covered about putting blue back on it. I didn't use a small amount. I turned this one I used to use for spraying up the other way. It's still quite nice. It does focus in on this, so you can actually see it quite nice, and my hands are in focus as well. I'm using quite a big F number, I think it's F8 on this, so basically I can come up. I'm still in depth, in focus most of the time. But there you go. So right, I'm going to switch off now and come back in a minute when I'm ready to do some more, and I'll be doing that on camera. Right, I'm back, and as you can see, I've got some things together. Now, I'm going to show you the diagrams in here, because this bit here, these two brackets, on one side it would line up, and then I thought to myself I'll do the same to both. So I took those brackets down to flat, and then I clamped to get it to fit okay now. So that's okay. It's got to be painted obviously, and I put that in there, and I've got to clamp that bit at the front later here, and I've done that. I've glued that together. Now what I can do now is start putting things in later on, but I'm going to, that fits in there like quite nicely, and it goes in, and then I will have to clamp to finish it off. There's a bit more there. That's it, goes a bit better now. That's it. So that's okay. But you can see you've got to clamp the front to come in like that and hold it there. So that's okay though. And the back's okay as well. Now I've just put this on there. It just goes around, and I've had to do something. There was a couple of bits it seems to say do white. So, but I've not bothered because there wasn't any of these vehicles left, and I think they was all grey, and they might have done it white, but when you look in it, I've looked at a photograph and I couldn't see any white through the window in one that was actually made up. Whether it was white inside, I don't know, but if it had been a fighting vehicle proper, I think they would have most probably done it a bit white inside, but I'm not going to do that. I've painted it a little bit like that, like I've said, you can see that now, all that there. I've got to do that, put some clear on the where I'm going to put the decal for the instrument panel, and then I'll put the steering wheel on to follow that, and I sprayed that black. Now this does again fit reasonably well. Got to get it in there. Just a look. That's it. It goes in there because you've got to get one side's keyed. It looks like it's keyed. There you go. And then you've got to squash that one in and bring it in as well. There is slots there. You can see slots, like a little slot, but the trouble is because it's keyed, you've got to get it like that. Get that one in, and then push this one in. or do it the other way around. But yeah, I've had it in there once, so I know it works. And so you've got to come down, and then it's locked into place. Anyway, because I'm not too worried about. I know it goes in there. It's just that when you're on camera, it doesn't want to do it. So, and if it gets in there, I'll leave it in this time, just glue it. But no, if we get to this side. It's quite funny when you think about it. It's still not in. It's gone in now. It's not. There's a slot there. It goes in like that, and it's in. So that one's got to go in, and it does. So you can see that's gone in now. Got to push down just a little bit, and then push that back in. So now that's gone into place. Now I'm tempted to leave that because that's where it is. So that's what I'm doing. There you go. That's it, and that's okay. So basically, clamp that a bit to get it in there, make it like six, and then this will go in here, light slow, and it does fit. Whoops, right way up. So I might glue this in a second to get it in there because I think can't get in there any better than that. So it still wants to come further in. I'm tempted to cut that bit off as well, and I think I will. I'm gonna shim that down. These bars here, I'm gonna shim down a little bit. So, right. So I'm gonna do that off nothing because I don't want to cut myself. So I'll come back in a couple of seconds. Right, I'm back, and as you can see, I fitted it, and I did shave it off, and now it's going in nicely. I think I saw someone else had troubles with some of this because it's obviously this is added to the original kit. So anyway, but I've got it all in there now and it looks okay, so that's okay. What we're going to do is I'm going to glue that. I've just test fitted that bit to make sure it works, and it does, as you can see. So what we're going to do is take that bit off because that will just cut that off. I'm going to need to turn that anyway. Right, so now what we're going to do is put a bit of glue in this. So I'm going to do this and run it down there. Then I might have to hold it for a little while, but won't be too long. So here we go. And clamp it. I think it needs clamping actually. Just looking, it's still straight and underneath, and it is. And I cut those bits off, so that's what I had to do. But I think that's all right. I'll just do just a touch more there. And hold that there. Oh, the other way. Hold that out. That's it. So that's okay. The other side's quite nice. Right, it's been more than a couple of seconds. This is the next day now, and what I did do this is I clamped this onto here to actually mold it into place and left it overnight. So that's been done now. So now we can actually glue this bit in behind, and we're going to do that on camera now. So I'm going to put this in and make sure it goes in the right way up. There you go, and slide up in there like so, and it's there. Oops. Yep, it's going to be alright. So I can actually run some glue around this. I could come in a bit closer, I suppose. Get it slowly. That'll do, yep. And then we're going to put a bit of glue around this. Quite slow. Just on either side. And then slide it up into it. Right, it's got in now. Yep, that's it. I'm going to run a bit of glue that on here. Just touch it. And touch it on that side as well. And then hold them in place. That's better. It's got to go in there a bit tighter. And now I've got to hold that now for a little while now, so I'm going to switch off while I do this. I'll be back. We'll be in for a couple of seconds now. Right, I'm back. Been busy in the garden, sorting it out, ready for when my bit of concrete is going to be done in a small shed in the garden, so I was doing that as well today. So anyway, back to this, and all we've got now is this is bits. Now I had this actually not glued, and I've explained how I've done that. That's glued in place, and I've modified this, cut the slips off and just the little ledges, and basically that turns quite nicely now, so that's okay. I'm not worried about if it comes off, because I don't think it will. I've sanded that smooth. This all goes on nice and neat. This bit now is going to go on now, so I'm going to be gluing that on now. And there you go. So if we do that, you'll see what I mean. Oops, it's coming this way. So we're going to put a bit of glue. I know it fits nicely because I've done it earlier on to test fit. So what do I do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to run a bit of glue down there. A bit of glue down this one. There you go, and we're going to put this in. Here we go. That's gone in, and it's going to go up like that, up to there. There's gaps there, but there's some bits that go on the front there, so that's okay. So when I've got that in place, and I can run a little bit of glue down on this bit just to give it. There you go, that'll be enough. And slot it in and hold it for a couple of them. Like so. That's in place. Yep, it's lovely. Right, so that's that bit done. I think I don't have to hold it now. I think it's got a bit of a bite in it. Yep, it has. There you go. So that's okay. Now, I have test fitted this bit. I think I might have showed it the other day, but this is a bit that goes in here. And it goes in nice. And because I did do a bit of tweaking there, as I think I said earlier on, then this bit goes in this way with the glass on the inside. So that goes like that. As you can see, it goes in quite nicely there. That's okay. So goes in there, and the front does fit nicely. Right, so I've got that bit on. I might as well take that bit off, to be honest. So here we go. We're going to cut that off because I'm going to test fit it properly, and that's going to be done. I'm going to have to get my Optivars on to make sure that it doesn't need trimming anymore. I'll move that over there and I'll hold it up here, but yeah, it needs a bit of trimming, and I've already cut my blade off, so I've got a nice sharp end to it this time. So I'm going to come in there at the angle, and that's nice and smooth. Now I will sand it just lightly. like this. Yep, that's okay. And then test fit this one, and that's it. It goes that way, and as you can see, it goes in nice as well. Oops, no you can't, but there you go. So it's going in nicely like that. So it's, I've just dropped it, but it did fit there nicely. This one comes on here, and I'll just put it over there, and this does fit nicely again. It's got to go this way up, and drops into place like so. So it's all dropped into place nicely, and it's going to be nice. There you go. Now it's going to be dark in there, but I don't care, because I don't know whether they painted it white inside. They give bits about white in here, but this is a car that's pretending to be a tank, so I'm going to go with the grey, because they painted everything grey, and most probably did the inside of the vehicle grey in the first place, and just might have done white bits on certain parts. But as I've got no evidence to do that, I'm going to build it this way anyway, in all grey. And so that'd be that. And that test fitted underneath. I've done that. So there we go. So take this bit out. I can show you what I mean by the turret. There you go. And it turns easily now by doing a bit of trimming. So then it's still locked into place, so it won't come off. Right. So that's that bit. So what we've got to do now is that's dried. That's drying nice at it. I'll just push that again. Yep, that's nice. It's always funny when you do this. Yep, that's nice. Right, I'm going to do a bit of glue down this bit. And push that in. And clamp it. Push it in. There you go. There you go. He did say there was a bit of clamping involved in this sometimes, and to get it to sit properly, but yeah. Don't know if I've got my clamp over here. Might be able to do this like this, I don't know. See if there's enough grip to do it. No, not enough grip on that area. I might be able to do it for a bit more wider side. Give it a go anyway, and I can run the glue down to the crack. Yeah, it does that bit. But it will do that bit. Ah. I don't know whether this one will do it. It's got a bit of grip on it. I don't know if it's even right. No. This is going to be a bit dodgy, I think. Yeah, not going to do it. So there is a slight gap there, which I might be able to push close. Anyway. Might have to put a bit of filler in that area. I don't know. Run some glue down, but anyway. Because it just doesn't want to sit there. Right, I'm going to call that quits for now. So I've got to do a bit more work on something, a bit sorting these bits out ready. And yeah, so as you can see, that's what we're doing. And I'm going to take that bit out as well, because I know that fits. Right, I mean I can hand paint some of the stuff in there white, but I don't think I'm going to, because like I said earlier on. Right, switching off now, come back, and this might be the end clip now to show you that that all fits. Oh yeah, show you those bits well. This now, because the end bit's on, excuse me, because its end bit's on, you can see that fits perfectly. So that's what I've got as well. So I've got a little problem at the front, but I still might be able to do something with that. I don't know whether they're not using pinchers. Actually, yes, I can actually use these and just push it like that with the glue in it and then hold it. So that's what I might do. So right, going to switch you off, and I'll see you on the next update. And thank you very much for watching, and be safe and happy modelling. Just a quickie, and this is a little bit, this is how I've done it now, and that's clamped it and holding it in place while the glue dries, so that'd be okay. I'll leave that for a few hours now. Thank you very much once again, and sorry about this is our last segment and the last part of this update. Thank you very much. Catch you next time.